Another monetary policy has been slapped on Nigerian government officials to combat money laundering. Wow. And all this EMIEFELE is doing is actually to prevent vote buying. Because when politicians have a huge volume of cash with them, the next thing is vote buying. All right. The Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit has mandated that Nigerian officials be barred from withdrawing cash. This rule will take effect 1st of March 2023. It doesn't make sense now after election don't pass. Does it make sense? This rule was put in place to combat money laundering and corruption. Nigeria's currency against the dollar has performed very poorly over the years, owing to numerous factors that had gone unaddressed during the period. All right. As a result, the naira in 2022 went as high as 900 naira to $1, almost hitting 1,000 naira to $1. Since then, the naira has been on a slow pace to recovery under the initiatives of the financial bodies that govern the country's monetary policy. Last month, the Central Bank of Nigeria revealed the nation's redesigned currency in an attempt to stop the devaluation of the naira. The redesign, as noted, was intended to put an end to hoarding of the old notes alongside other strategies to combat the obstacles causing the naira to deflate. The CBN also put some new monetary protocols in place, including a withdrawal limit and a directive that allows for an investigation should any of these rules be broken. Okay. Recently, more policies have been etched onto this monetary evolution, particularly ones geared towards government officials. In a statement released by the director and chief executive of the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, Modibo R. Haman Tuko, it was disclosed that Nigerian officials will be barred from withdrawing cash from government accounts from the 1st of March 2023. Oh, okay. So Nigerian government officials should stop withdrawing cash from government account. The transaction should be done online or by the use of checks and some other means, rather than carrying huge volumes of cash in their vehicles in the name of either paying for projects or paying salaries or whatever. The idea of a cashless economy has been a pivotal part of the CBN's initiative to combat inflation, especially in an era where digital transactions have become widely accepted. Right? So in line with the new rule, the director of the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit said civil servants are becoming more and more vulnerable to money laundering and ease predicate offenses due to their exposure to cash withdrawals from public accounts. In the unlikely event that a public official feels he may need cash withdrawal, he may apply for approval for waiver from the presidency, which may be granted on a case-by-case basis, he added. According to an analysis by the NFIU, officials withdrew approximately 1.1 trillion naira, amount to $2.45 billion from government accounts from 2015 to 2022, most of it exceeding previous withdrawal limit. So also about 85% of the 3.2 trillion naira, which is about $7.2 billion in cash in circulation, is now held outside of banks. Wow. So in line with the cashless policy and cashless transactions, CBN is now trying to bar government officials from withdrawing cash from public accounts. I know that these public accounts are actually accounts of government and its parastatals. Okay, so what they want them to do is to do online transaction to limit them, because withdrawing cash is the main reason why politicians and civil servants and a lot of individuals are hoarding cash. All right, and so the very huge amount of money is currently available in Nigeria, but not within the line of sight of the CBN, because they are taken as cash and they are stacked up somewhere and nobody's seeing them. Okay, so is quite unfortunate. So by amount of withdrawal and deposit that is done, government is able to find out the balance that is missing. And that balance that is missing is fiscal cash that is within the society, but not within line of sight of the CBN. And that is why the federal government, CBN is coming here proposing, all right, because it's still under proposal, and it's to take effect 1st of March 2023, which is like in 2 months' time. Okay, but what I see happening here, all right, I expect this to be done earlier because actually, especially for the ruling party of the country, which is APC, most ruling parties use government accounts to pull out this money and they eventually use them to buy votes during election. So I expected this policy to have been out during this January or early February before the election, so as to prevent vote buying and other forms of election malpractices. But saying that this policy will come out 1st of March shows that it will have little or no benefit for the election buying process, all right, to be able to terminate that election or discourage that election buying process. All right? So I don't know how this is going to help us. But again, the way laws are made in Nigeria, sometimes some people are bigger than the laws. So at the end of the day, you might see this law catching up with small civil servants, but the bigger civil servants that are like DGs and other highly placed individuals in the civil service will not obey this law, and nothing will still happen to them. It's quite unfortunate. Most of the laws CBN is making these days, I don't know how it's going to be able to implement all of them. On the face value, they look very good, they look acceptable, but when you look at it, x-ray it intrinsically, you will see something different on the line. So what is the political undertone of what EMIEFELE is trying to do now? Because it's not clear yet. Okay? It's not clear yet. It's not clear yet. Let's see some comments that people have here. There are a few comments. 1st of March will be after election. So if they truly want to tighten the noose and engineer instant effect, let it be by 1st of February. And just like what I said, yes, because they're going to pull out this money for vote buying. That is true. Somebody say you're intelligent, and that is true. Exactly, bro. Anything that we, guarantee free and fair election is what I stand for. All right. If this was in the nation's interest, they would have done it 7.5 years ago. That is true. This current administration is actually in a way or indirectly creating more problem for the incoming administration to handle. All right. Someone saying, why the wait till March before implementation? What other preparation is required to get the civil servants going on the new policy to quickly withdraw some more at what? All right. So what stops them this January? That's the question everybody's asking. That's what everybody's asking. So to achieve the desired effect, the no withdrawal from government account policy should start from February 1st instead of March. All right. To rule out any smart motive of government officials towards the coming election. I believe it will only work in the headquarters. All right. One Nigeria, Sai Baba, carry go, we dey your back. Nigeria never see anything yet. That is true. Because what APC has in stock for Nigeria is not good enough. Right? The policy is supposed to be with immediate effect, yes. So that is what everybody is commenting here. Why waiting till 1st of March? Why not do it now? Because after 1st of March, it's of no value. It's useless. No need. Okay? No need. No need. So this is plan that EMIEFELE and the CBN has for Nigerian civil service and politicians and people in public offices not to withdraw cash from the public account come March 1st, 2023. And the question is, why March 1st? Why not now, to avoid, to be able to control vote buying from politicians or by politicians? All right. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comments below as well for sharing.